Yes, hello everybody. Just want to talk about a little thought which has just occurred to me. Try and sort of get these thoughts to you in its raw form. I apologize for the attire and it's just sort of come to me, and it's quite early in the morning here, so I'll get to it. I think a lot of the reasons that I've kind of noticed why Indians travel so much. Um, it's almost like an extension of freedom that they're trying to grasp, and I think it sort of stems from the fact that India by itself, and I'm not saying this for everybody, but just in my experience, that it's quite confined. Your freedom is quite confined, and when one tends to travel abroad once, as is the case for many people, one likes the freedom, and it's almost an extension of the freedom that they haven't had. So this kind of wanting to travel again and again is almost wanting to experience freedom again and again. And that's why I find a lot of the Indians, not saying everybody, but a lot of them like traveling. They like going to other countries. And I think it does stem from just being quite bound and confined whilst growing up, perhaps in that structured and not being allowed to do too much in that system. Again, not saying that for everybody, but I've sort of lived here in India for quite a long time, lived outside India for a long time as well. So I've kind of just came to this little conclusion. I just thought I'd share it with you. And a lot of these things, once they occur to you, it's always good to share at that moment because you kind of lose the train of thought. Let me know if your experience is like this. It could be um, a little bit different. You could probably add to something like that. I don't know, but excuse me. It would be good to hear because I do find that a lot of Indians almost view it as a task that I want to travel to other countries and I want to go into other places. And quite recently, I'm finding women when they post Indian women who've traveled, just started traveling or have been traveling for a while, they always link it to freedom and safety. And I think that's very different from other travelers, whereas people go for scenery and people go for maybe to view a certain place or a monument. I think it's very different, and of course, we're all looking for other things, and perhaps what we lack or we don't really find, we try to search for it in our travels. I don't know. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye bye.